Hey, welcome everybody. This is the real KMGH. Also, you can call me Keegan Knox. Okay, well, my name is Keegan. But anyway, we are here because we are going to do the review of Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Death Watch, the animated series that is on Netflix. Okay, so Tom Clancy's espionage franchise has found a new mission with Netflix's animated adaptation Splinter Cell Death Watch, and it's locked and loaded with a star-studded cast. I don't really care about the cast, okay? What I care about is the show, and the show is actually pretty good. I really, really like it myself. Do I have to do this? Do I? Oh yeah. I'm supposed to be doing it. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Anyway, so I've not played the games of Splinter Cell. The first game did come out in the year 2002, and the main character is actually a guy by the name of Sam Fisher, and he's pretty young in the game. Okay, there's been multiple games. Sam Fisher's always young, but in this Netflix adaptation, Sam Fisher is actually quite old, as you can see. That's him over there. The dude's old. Okay, he's kind of like a retired. It's more like he's too old to do missions, but he's kind of there as the. From what you will see in the first episode, he's kind of there as the support. Like if a agent who's part of the third echelon needs to kind of escape and lay low, Sam is the guy they go to because Sam has the safe house, and basically he doesn't live in America, he lives in a different country. I think in the series he lives in Poland, and basically he has like a safe house and safe homes, safe houses, and basically safe locations and weaponry and all of that stuff. So he's kind of like there for support. He's not really an active agent in a sense, okay? But but in this series, he doesn't have a point, or he doesn't have a choice. He has to get involved because not only is he protecting Zinnia, Zinnia is the agent that you can see that's with him, who was basically injured, and they've got a really top secret information that she's got, which they find, blah blah blah, and yeah, so that's how he gets involved. He gets pulled in, and you then see Sam and Zinnia throughout the entire series of about basically 10 episodes. I think it's 10 episodes or 8 episodes of the Splinter Cell Death Watch series. But now, let me not say anything more about this. Let's just talk about Splinter Cell. The game itself has a massive following, okay? But I don't think it's not that famous. It's more like it's a 90s kid type of thing, you could say, or early 2000s maybe. No, I'm definitely gonna go with a 90s kid type of thing. Uh, do do people even remember Splinter Cell? I did not even think about Splinter Cell. We got Call of Duty, we got we got Battlefront 6, or Battlefield 6. We've got so many other war games. Splinter Cell isn't really looked at that much. So coming back to it, yeah, we actually do have a star-studded cast in this animation. Okay, let's go through it. We're gonna call it out fast. Okay, Sam Fisher is actually played by Liev Schreiber. Schreiber, Liev Schreiber. Man, it's a weird name. But okay, he plays Sam Fisher. Then Zinnia McKenna is played by Kirby Howell Baptiste. Okay. Then we have Anna Grimm's daughter. She's basically like, I mean, she's basically like she's in charge of the entire mission, or she's in charge of the group. Okay. So if anybody like mother, we have like she's basically that person. Okay. She's played by Janet Varney. I don't know who that is besides Liev. Liev Schreiber is the only one that's like really a well-known actor, to be honest. Then you have Diana Shetland. Maybe you guys know what the Shetland name means if you've played the game. Played by Kerry Waldron. Oh my gosh. And then Thunder, this MIT Bachelor's of Degree, highest grade qualification is known as Thunder, is played by Joel Olet. Anyway, that's not really well, that's actually the main people that you see the entire time. I'm surprised that they do not have the brother of Diana Shetland because he is actually in this TV series, to be honest. But okay. So in the show, Diana Shidland has taken her father's company, which was her mercenary company, which Sam Fisher, he knew her father. Okay, they know who Sam Fisher is, and he worked with the father on missions in the mercenary company, I would say. But obviously, you find out during the film that things weren't going as procedurally as things were supposed to. Okay, things were going wrong. And Sam Fisher basically called it out. There were many court cases, and basically, Mr. Shidland lost the case, and he was dishonorably discharged. That's what happened. Sam Fisher basically won because of his testimony. In a sense, not really Sam Fisher won, but the government won for the right thing, for the right cause, basically. But since then, Diana, especially since the father passed away, Diana Shidland has taken over the company, and she's turned it from a mercenary company to a green energy source company. Okay, so they are able to generate energy from air, water, and sunlight. Okay, which is kind of cool. You would think, whoa, she's actually gonna save the world, but no, she plans on basically blowing up this massive power station somewhere in Europe, which will cause if a half of Europe to lose power and energy, electricity and everything in the dead of winter, thus making her reliable technology that she has built and invented that can turn energy from sun, air, and water. They will come to her and they will ask for assistance. And basically, that's how she gets her clients, half of Europe, billionaire. Okay? Um, but like I just said, she plans to actually blow up a power station. Okay? And that is where the Death Watch SplinterCell guys come in. Okay, and that's actually where Sam Fisher gets pulled back in to the fray with the Shetland family, of course. Okay, he's not a fully active agent, but he is active, and Sam Fisher gets pulled back into the fray with the Shetland family, thanks to Zinnia McKenna, who then has the mission, which involves the Shetland family's plan and this covert black ops little soldiers that they actually go up against, which is actually working for Diana Shetland as well. Uh, and you see that, to and forth, fighting and espionage and information and spying. It actually is really cool. And before I go any like further, I also want to say that the brother of Diana Shetland, he steps in. He also apparently, since he turned 21 or 18, the father has left him a massive amount of shares as well, which makes him and Diana like the majority owners. Okay, I don't know who has more. I would say Diana has more, but he also has, if he does not have more or whatever. But the two of them together basically overpower everybody in the board who actually has shares in the company. Okay, all the shareholders, they have more power than all the other shareholders together. Okay, but then he actually portrays Diana. The brother portrays Diana, and yeah, spoilers. Diana dies at the end of this series, which means that the brother thus gets ownership of the company, and he seems to be a pretty bad one. Diana, yes, she was bad because she planned to blow up this massive power station, have a lot of people killed, a lot of people freeze in order so the company can grow, and the company will be then uh, seeked out for the technology. Okay, but the brother is actually more devious. I mean, he's literally gonna kill. He's literally kills. He has his own family member, even though he's the half brother. He has his own family member, his own sister killed, so that he can gain control of the company and he can steer the company in a direction which he finds fittest, which is actually very scary. Um, and to be honest, a cool villain for season two if he didn't die. Spoilers, okay? But I'm gonna leave it with that. Okay. When it comes to that's basically it for spoilers and storyline. Okay. I don't start with like, oh, I really like the series, blah blah blah. Now we're gonna go into spoilers. I wish I could do that. I wish I had it more structured. I actually do want to actually have it more structured, like the Angry Joe guys. But yeah, I'm just winging it all the time. Um, but what do I actually think about the Splinter Cell series? Okay, yes, it is an animation. I don't agree with animations from Netflix actually having swear words in it because it is like an animation, you know. So I watch a lot of anime and I watch a lot of American animation, not cartoons. I'm talking about American animation for adults, okay? And I think it's actually pretty good, okay, in terms of how Netflix has the animations drawn and everything. But in anime, I don't really see swearing, so I'm kind of used to that, okay? But when it comes to the American and especially the Netflix animation adaptations, like I watch a lot of DC. The superheroes, they don't swear. This is the animated movies. And I think it's cool. And they can still have the adult um resonance in there. They can still have the adult features in there, but the swearing kind of just pulls you out like, oh, I'm out of the fantasy of the actual story. Or it pulls you out of the story. And that's kind of what happens here when they say if, they say if, but I was just saying the full thing. It kind of pulls out. So that's why I think Netflix kind of has to change up and don't include the swearing. You can actually have more viewers on your animated shows. That's for adults, by the way, if you actually don't add the swearing, because it pulls a person out of the actual fantasy that they're actually in. And when I watch an animation, I do get pulled into the entire fantasy and lore of things. Okay, and I think that's what Japan has over in terms of the anime. The anime is for kids and it's for adults. They don't really have the swearing, and it's a lot of them don't have the swearing, and it still does pretty well. I think Netflix, you can do pretty well. You're doing pretty good with your animation in any way. Just don't add the swearing. Don't pull us out, okay? Now, coming back to Splinter Cell, it is a good animation, to be honest. The way the dialogue is actually good. I think the voice actors, I just mentioned the names of these voice actors. I mean, you got Liev Schreiber and you got Kirby Howell Baptista. They've like Kirby's voice is like, wow, it really is out there. And then you have Liev Schreiber and his voice too. Like it's really, really good, to be honest. And I think the way they click, the way these two characters click, Sam Fisher and Zinnia, is actually really good. I started picturing like, yo, this could be a live action series. You just have to keep the people with the voices, okay, and like put action in and good choreography of the fight scenes, because even that was actually pretty good. This is a good animated series. I think. Look, Netflix fails a lot when it comes to its live action stuff, okay, but I gotta give it some grace though. The animations are always pretty good. Do you guys remember Castlevania? Come on. There's a whole lot of other series out there, but to me, this is like Splinter Cell and Castlevania are like similar. Castlevania was intense, but Castlevania also had sweating, and that kind of pulled me a little bit out of the fantasy of it. Okay, but nonetheless, I have to say this animated series is pretty good. I actually was thinking, I saw the picture of a 9 right now. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It is really, really good. I want to watch it again. Okay. I want to get more of the storyline. I can't wait for season 2. Why did you have to kill the brother? He could have been in season 2. I hope there's gonna be a season 2 because you killed the entire Shitman family. Okay. I hope there's a new enemy out there. It's really great. Sam Fisher, it's so cool to see a agent as old as he is still being able to, fight guys that are half his age, by the way. Uh, yes, he's a veteran, but at the same time, he's kind of wise. He tries and tells Zinnia, he's kind of like, almost like a father figure. Like revenge comes later, or revenge is not going to bring your partner back and all of that stuff. He tries to, because he's already got so many scars, he's already gone through so much things, especially with the Shetland family. They were friends and all of that stuff, and he had to do the right thing, and it tore people apart. And he's basically trying to help this agent Zinnia to not make the same mistakes he made. Okay, even if some mistakes were good, but as an agent, do not go and fight out of rage. Wait and plan things. Get things right. Who knows? Maybe you wouldn't have to do these things. And that's kind of the role that he played in this show. Although he actually does fall into his own mistakes, where he gets angry and he decides to rush to the Shetland household or the office and confront Diana Shetland. Basically, kind of exposing everything that revealing, like, yeah, I'm the guy that's stopping you, like that's involved in trying to stop your plans, basically, almost ruining the entire operation. But coming back, Splinter Cell Death Watch, really, really good. I enjoyed this. I wanted to be a season 2. I want to see it. I would have loved it to be a live action of Splinter Cell, the espionage and the dialogue. It would be so great. But I can't trust Netflix with live action. So as an animated series, I will settle for that. It's still great, and wow, it's really, really good. I would definitely recommend this TV show. Um, yeah, man, and that's Splinter Cell. I hope the games are just as good as the animated series. But if you guys have a different opinion about it, please throw your opinions in the comments. I would like to hear, and maybe shine some light on things that I don't know, especially that which involves the Splinter Cell games and the Splinter Cell lore as well. But that's all from me. I'm Keegan, and goodbye.